you're watching Seahawks Today, powered by Chat Sports. Tyler Jones here with you. Thanks for joining us as we answer your questions after the Seahawks win against the Arizona Cardinals. The 12s had to sound off and share their thoughts as the vibes are pretty good. Immaculate, as some would say, here on Seahawks Today. We'll answer all your questions coming up in just a moment. Before we do, folks, no better way to celebrate a Seahawks win than subbing for Seahawks Dubs. We're bringing you daily news and rumors. We got live shows every week, whether it's our Wednesday live show or watch parties on game days. We're bringing you news and rumors. I'm about to head off to Los Angeles for a couple days, just take some time off. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm still going to be bringing you content on the channel here. Why? Because we're built different around here. If you love the Seattle Seahawks, this is the channel for you. Sub for Seahawks Dubs. The latest happenings on your favorite team all season long right here on Seattle Seahawks Today. Subscribe now for free. You'll be glad you did. Ian writes in. Ian, he's awesome. I see him all the time on Seahawks Today. He never misses a live show. Great to see him here. What do you think of Christian Haynes' day? You know, I'll say this. I need to look a little further when we get the PFF grades and all that. But it seemed like there was some improvement. Maybe it was marginal, but at least some improvement going from Bradford to Christian Haynes at that right guard spot. The offensive line didn't play great today. They gave up 5 sacks, all right, and the run game didn't really get going. They were held to 65 yards. But with that said, I want to look a little further and see the film, but I do think that it was nice to at least have a sample size, a significant sample size, really for the first time, to compare Haynes and Bradford directly. Because Bradford's had so much more snaps than Haynes has. We, from the outside, haven't really gotten the chance to compare the two a whole lot. The Seahawks coaching staff internally has seen these guys head-to-head every single day. And they have their own perspective, their own vantage point of how they feel. But of our end of things, we haven't gotten much of a sample size. So, with that said, Christian Haynes, solid. I'm going to look a little further when I get more time to kind of see. But I think if you're Seattle, you could potentially be making a change. You could go from Haynes to Bradford, depending on Bradford's health. We'll see. Dolly Parton writes in. With a very big question. Is there anyone on the hot seat for the Seahawks right now? You know, a couple weeks ago we would have said Ryan Grubb. We would have said John Schneider, potentially speaking, but the offense has done enough the last couple of weeks. I'm not completely sold on Ryan Grubb necessarily. As the run game still has some significant question marks, and you know they're playing good enough offensively to win. So Ryan Grubb is fine. John Schneider, it was a real head scratcher, right? When you moved on from Terrell Dodson, I understood the Jerome Baker trade. They won that by a mile, bringing in Ernest Jones IV. That was a great move. But the Terrell Dodson one was a bit of a head-scratcher. Why didn't you at least keep him as a backup? Why'd you release him for next to nothing? And now, based on what we've seen from Tyree Knight, okay. Now we're starting to see. So, no, I don't think anyone's in the hot seat right now. I think that we've seen this team do a really good job the last couple of weeks. Obviously, there's a lot of football to be played. This team's sitting at 6-5. They're in really good shape. They're tied atop the division. But with that said, there's still ways to go. But I like where they're going from here as far as that goes. Thank you, Dolly. Who's somebody that should not return to Seattle next year? Who is somebody that comes to mind that you don't want to see back with this Seahawks team? Way in the comment section, let me know. The DHC right again. Will the Jayhawks beat Baylor? Jayhawks seem to beat only ranked teams now. How about my Kansas Jayhawks? You guys know I went to the University of Kansas. I love my Kansas Jayhawks. 3 straight wins against ranked teams. Colorado most recently. BYU before that. Just awesome to see what this Kansas team has done. Jalen Daniels has been fantastic. Devin Neal is a guy that I'd potentially keep an eye on. Kobe Bryant, Mello Dodson. Those are some names potentially on Seattle's radar as far as that goes when it comes to next year's draft. But, yeah, I might be there. I haven't decided yet. I might go to Saturday's game, but I think Kansas will beat Baylor, and certainly excited to see. Us Hawks, we got to stick together. We got to stay united as one front. And Seahawks fans, I think you can join me. We can all cheer on the Jayhawks together, and hopefully they beat Baylor and become bowl eligible. We'll see. Today's show is sponsored by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is the place to go for daily fantasy made easy. Here's how it works. Choose 2 or more players in any given category. Get the choice of more or less, whether you're talking fantasy points in football, rebounds in basketball, goals in hockey, all sorts of different categories to choose from. Prize Picks on Sunday was not my best outing, let's put it that way, as I had the more on rushing and receiving touchdowns for Geno Smith. That did not work out. But get this. I had the less in Marvin Harrison Jr., 55.5 receiving yards. You know what he finished with? 54 receiving yards. So I got that part right. Didn't get the Geno part right. You can play along with me. PrizePicks.com/CLNS. Promo code CLNS. Get $50 when you play $5. The link is in the comments and description of today's video. Prize Picks, proud partner of the Seattle Seahawks Today. Glad to have him on board on today's show. Banana, 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 banana. Banana and I were talking earlier, and, I brought the drip today. I'll show you a little bit further here so you can see for yourself. There we go. So Banana and I were talking, and I think that me and Banana would be just an incredible duo at the club. We would be slaying. The women would not be ready for the game that me and Banana would be bringing together. I think we would be a fantastic duo, that Banana would be a great wingman. With that said, Banana writes in, if the Rams lose as well, are we number one or a game behind Arizona? Let me switch back to my actual glasses so I can see. But Banana, so we're taping this as the Rams game is going on Sunday night, and I'm not sure exactly what the tiebreaker situation is, but let's just say this. The Rams win, you got 3 teams at 6-5 with a whole lot of football left. I'm not worried about tiebreakers right now and all that, because more than likely this is all going to work itself out. With that said, whether the Rams are 6-5 or whether they're 5-6, you're at least tied with Arizona. You're in really good shape. And you play Arizona again. You play Los Angeles again. I know the schedule's not easy down the stretch, but this Seahawks team, assuming they turn a corner like we thought, is in a very good spot going forward from here, Banana. I think so. Sydney Sweeney, Spokane's finest, writes in. What will be the Seahawks' final record? I think 10-7 is very doable. I could see 9-8. 11-6 isn't impossible, but it's just tough. It is a tough stretch. I mean, the worst team you play is the Jets this upcoming week, and they still have Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams, Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall, Hassan Reddick, Sauce Gardner. I mean, they are the best 3-win team in the NFL. So it's not easy. It's possible to get 10-7, but let's see if they keep up this momentum. It's going to be a tough road ahead, but yeah, I think 10-7 is within reach, and that might be enough to win the division. What will be the Seahawks' final record this year? Get your predictions in the comment section. Let us know what you think that is for the Seattle Seahawks, of how things will shake out. Last one, our guy Buster Customs. The man, the myth, and the legend here on Seahawks Today. What do you think the new quarterback that was signed last week, Plumlee? I wouldn't think much. it's the Geno and Sam show until said otherwise. And both guys are under contract next year, so I wouldn't read too much into it. It's going to be those two guys. Thanks for joining us here at Seahawks Today. A lot of fun, as always, talking about our Seattle Seahawks. 16-6, big win on Sunday. Let's see them keep the momentum up here. For the latest happenings of your favorite team all season long, subscribe now. I'm Tyler Jones. We'll see you next time.